Hi. Forgive the panting in the background. That is my pup. She's having a bit of a rough day today, so you're just going to have to deal with it if you want to watch this. I'm just going to be upfront. This is going to be a video that's going to piss a lot of people off, so I'm just going to be upfront and say I'm not a mother. I don't know what it's like to have children. I especially don't know what it's like to have children dying. I have a hard enough time dealing with the fact that my fur baby is dying. So I don't know what it's like to have that kind of pain. But I want you all to keep in mind while watching this that I've never had the experience with ill children. But I have been ill before my time. So let's go. Recently in the news, in addition to ridiculous anti-vaxxing, which is a whole different video I'm not going to get into, needless to say, I'm against it. And to be honest with you, I'm against this behavior as well. I am not going to condone this behavior. I'm not going to condone this act. I absolutely do not condone it whatsoever. But I get it. Hear me out. The recent death of the little girl who had cancer and who just opted out for, instead of doing chemotherapy, she decided to go for more traditional. I believe she was a Native Canadian, and she decided to use her own, the ways of her people, the Aboriginal healing methods. And she was graced that permission. It's also important to note that she was a Christian. She did state that she had visions of angels and that she knew that they would either heal her or take her to heaven. I believe that's what she said. And it's important to note what she herself said, and that how she herself stated that she was going to take herself out of chemotherapy. This is important because what people don't seem to understand is that kids aren't fucking stupid, especially dying kids. Okay? Dying children age like that. They don't have a choice. They're not given the luxury to age like a natural child. They're almost like war children. They have to age faster than a dog ages. They have to cope with the kind of pain that people 7 times their age can't deal with, or they deal with later in life. These are dying children. We have to remember that. The pain that they're in ages them. They're not fucking stupid. So if you raise your kid in a religion that tells them that they're going to go to heaven, angels are waiting for them, or the angels are going to heal them, and they may be skeptic because they're not stupid, especially a dying child, but it's a comfort. So there's that. But this is the argument that's going to get people to basically be mad at me. And this video is completely off the cuff. There was no schedule for this video. I had an epiphany like that in the shower, and I just rushed down here to record it. So it's absolutely not on the schedule, and I apologize, but it has to be said. I have to say it. She did it to please her parents. Okay? There. I've said it. The little girl chose suicide to please her parents, to ease her parents. I am damn certain that little girl knew that she was going to die regardless of what treatment she was going to be put in. And there are cases where children cannot survive chemo. They cannot survive cancer. It's better that to catch the cancer as young as possible because the cells will regenerate faster. But I can't fathom anybody making this kind of decision without already knowing that they're dying. Don't laugh, but one of the very first books that had an influence on me was a book called Secret Vampire by L.J. Smith. Don't laugh, especially if you look it up, because it touched on children dying too young of cancer. The main character named Poppy, spoiler alert, even though it's the first book in the series, develops pancreatic cancer. It's already in the advanced stages and she's dying. She has probably weeks to live. And what I read in that book, to me, felt natural. What Poppy did when she learned by accident that she was dying because her parents were going to protect her from it, because she's a little 16-year-old, she doesn't know anything, right? Wrong. Because she walked in and heard them and realized she's dead. And it aged her. And I realize that this is a fictitious representation, but do you really think authors don't research before they write something that sensitive? So when a little girl who's dying of cancer, who can't deal with the pain anymore in her own body, but then looks into the eyes of her parents and sees the absolute terror of having to watch their own child die in front of them, and the only comfort that they have is the flimsy religion that they cling to. And I really think that she sorry. I really think that she chose the route she did because she saw the pain in her parents' heart. And she knew, maybe she knew, this is all speculation, I have no idea. But maybe she knew that it was a less painful route for her family because she was able to comfort them with the visions that she saw while in chemo, that the angels wanted her to go off chemo and continue treatment through traditional Aboriginal methods. And it just sounds to me like she knew that she wasn't going to make it, and she was doing it for her family because as a kid, not a kid, no, sorry. I the first time I ever stayed in the hospital for something serious, I had my first medical procedure at age 15. And that's kind of late in life. I didn't get the tonsillitis. I didn't get the appendectomy until 25. And I was always a really healthy kid. You could knock teeth out of my head and I'd be fine. I had the head of granite. I still do. I just don't have a stomach of granite. And I had stomach problems at age 15. So I had to undergo tests. And the terror that I saw in my mom's eyes when she saw me going through that test, and the terror that I saw in her eyes when I was in the ER and just diagnosed with acute appendicitis, and that I had to be put in the hospital the next 48 hours or I was dead. I don't like seeing that in my own in my parents' eyes. Like I love my parents so much, and I would never want to cause them pain like that, to have to watch their children die. No parent wants to watch their child die. And kids aren't stupid, and they know that, especially kids who are dying. And I really think that we need to keep this in mind now. Not so much anti-vaxxing. I'm going to get on that maybe on another topic. This is more about religious indoctrination. This is where I think, and this is again where I'm going to piss a lot of people off. Not only am I suggesting that the girl suicided, but I'm also suggesting that she probably wouldn't have if she was raised secular. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Because she wouldn't have had that mindset to comfort her parents, if indeed that was her mindset, to comfort her parents with the religion of her parents and the cultural studies of her parents, if she wasn't already in the process of being indoctrinated in it. And she wouldn't feel the need to have to comfort her parents and thus put herself to death if she hadn't been indoctrinated. And that's the message I'm trying to put across in this video. That if you're starting to have kids, so I want you to seriously reconsider putting them in a religion. You can teach them about religion. I don't have a problem with teaching about religions. We teach about Greek mythology all the time, and nobody bats an eye. And Christianity is hopefully going to go that way too soon. I have no problems with teaching children, of letting children experiment with spirituality. But on their own, they should have the choice. They should have the choice. And that's what I'm trying to say with this video. I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to start bawling my eyes out now. So I'm just going to go. This is, again, the spur of the moment video, and I really appreciate you watching. I'm also on Google Plus if you guys want to check me out there, but please don't hate me too much. It's just a thought. It's just an idea. Again, I'm not privy to her thoughts. I just, as a child who's seen what my pain gives to my parents as parents and how much it grieves them, I understand. Totally understand. Have a good one, guys.